every single person who does not look like a beginner was once a beginner. And it is okay to be a beginner. And anybody who is being a jerk to you about looking like a beginner, they're a fucking jerk and you need to just brush them off. Okay, so somebody asked me, how do you avoid fear and judgment at the gym? And I want to give you my 2 cents on that. So, if you are legitimately afraid of being at the gym because you are scared of hurting yourself, go get a trainer. If you are scared of being judged for looking like you don't know what you're doing, because let's be real, you don't know what you're doing, go get a trainer. And the third thing, if you are working with a trainer, but you still need to show up, and that means being at the gym and, looking like a beginner, and it's pretty obvious that you look like a beginner, then I want to remind you that every single person who does not look like a beginner was once a beginner. And it is okay to be a beginner. And anybody who is being a jerk to you about looking like a beginner, they're a fucking jerk and you need to just brush them off. And I know sometimes that can feel a little bit easier said than done, but seriously, like you just have to brush them off and keep your blinders up so that you can be focused on you and you being at the gym and you getting stronger and you being able to level up. They don't matter. You matter in this instance. And if you let the fear of judgment stop you from achieving what you are, meant to achieve, no, that's not cool. And I have some different strategies for you in that case. And, that comes down to train at home. You can train at home solely. You can train at home with a coach. You can bring a trainer to your home, or you can bring a trainer virtually to your home until you have the confidence to actually show up at the gym without that fear of judgment or just like being afraid of doing whatever it is you're planning on doing. Because let's be real, if you are strength training, you're going to need to touch some heavy weights, and that can be really intimidating, especially in the beginning. So understand that if it really isn't as easy as just, I need to brush it off, go figure it out at home in a safe space where you don't feel like anyone is judging you. And again, I would highly encourage you, get the trainer to give you the thumbs up that you're looking good. And that will help you to feel like, okay, I can show up and not have anybody talk to me. But understand, if you go to the gym, there will still be a chance that somebody might talk to you. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you are doing anything wrong. But I will tell you, as somebody who has been a trainer at a gym, that trainers will come up to people who look a little bit flustered or a little bit lost because you look like somebody who might benefit from their services and they are trying to pick up clients. If you see a trainer on the gym floor who doesn't have a client, I can guarantee you they are stalking the floor to see who could potentially be a client that I can work with. So understand that. And sometimes trainers will also come up to you because it needs to look like they are doing something, or sometimes there can just be like weird things behind the scenes with managers, like, are you not doing anything? And if you look like you might be doing something kind of concerning from like a form standpoint, a trainer might talk to you because they need to be keeping busy, and you actually might look like you need their support if you're doing like something that looks absolutely ridiculous. Are you ready to start building strength but feel overwhelmed by complicated workouts and influencers on social media? Foundations is your answer. If you're new to strength training and want a simple, effective way to get stronger, build muscle, and drop body fat, Foundations was designed just for you. What you'll need to get started are just 3 kettlebells. That's it. These 3 kettlebells are all you need to unlock your strength, start building muscle, and start seeing real results. There's no fancy moves, no complicated routines, just the basics that will help you to progress safely and confidently. What you'll get when you join: Simple, proven exercises where you will master foundational movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses that will give you strength and confidence. A progressive training program, step-by-step video and written guidance to help you improve no matter where you are starting from. A safe, effective training routine. You'll get to focus on form and build a body that's strong from the inside out. And the best part, it's DIY. You can start right away, no waiting around. You just buy the program today and you get to start building strength from the comfort of your home. You don't need to be fancy to get strong. You just need a solid foundation and the right approach. Foundations is perfect for the woman who is new to strength training and wants to take it at her own pace. She wants to feel empowered, she wants to feel strong, and she wants to feel more confident in her body. If you're ready to begin, visit www.colleenconlon.com for more details and grab your Foundations program today. Again, all you need are 3 kettlebells. I'll take care of the rest. And lastly, sometimes people will just come up to you because they're interested in what you're doing. And even if you don't necessarily think what you're doing is impressive, other people might think it's really impressive. And that's happened a lot with clients that I have worked with. So I primarily focus on teaching women how to perform hardstyle kettlebell technique, which is something that most people at the gym do not know how to do. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be at the gym because you don't actually need gym equipment. But I've had women who want to be at the gym, they want to be in that social environment. So they learn how to do this stuff and then they show up at the gym and people are trying to talk to them and, they have thoughts of, am I doing something wrong? And it's, no, you're not doing anything wrong. You look fucking amazing. You look super badass. And people are just curious to understand, like, how did you do that? What is what? And then the other thing is sometimes people will just come up to you because, they think you're hot and they want to have a conversation. I remember one time I was at the gym. I was super self-conscious being at the gym because I was working on a new skill. I was working on my flag and this male trainer came up to me and it was so infuriating. He was like telling me, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Meanwhile, then he tried to show me how to do a flag and fucker didn't know what he was doing. And I remember telling my husband afterwards and he was like, yeah, he probably, thinks you're cute and wanted to have a conversation with you. And I remember 2 weeks later, I went back to that gym and another trainer came up to me and I was like, leave me alone. Like, I know what I'm doing. And he was like, I just think what you're doing is really badass. And I wanted to ask you, how are you doing that? So understand that when you are at the gym, yeah, people are watching. People are going to watch you. And trainers are probably going to more so be the people trying to come up and having some type of a conversation with you. But anybody who's actually at the gym training, they care so much more about themselves. They don't care about what you're doing. They don't care if you look like a beginner. They don't even care if you look like the most badass person in the gym. Like, people are going there to better themselves. So once you understand that, I hope that can kind of allow you to relax a little bit and trust that when you go in there, no one is purposefully trying to judge you, and you can just let that fear, let that anxiety just, brush off of your shoulders so you can make the gains that I know you can absolutely make this year. Thanks for tuning in. If this episode hit home, don't forget to leave a rating and review. Women are stronger together, so share this with a woman who you want to see rise. When we embrace positive takeaways, we level up, and when we share them, we change the world. Follow us on Instagram at The Dangerous Women Podcast and let us know what you want to hear next. And remember, dangerous women redefine wellness and the world. So be fierce, be authentic, be dangerous.